Good morning. I am shaking, and that's going to annoy me so bad.
Mom,
Okay, good.
Care if I get my sweater and I'll wear a dress?
What?
Be care if I wear a dress?
Sure, you can wear a dress if you can pick it up. No, what are you doing, babe?
I'm getting my sweater so I can reach them.
Oh. My kid may or may not be naked right now, so hopefully she don't lock in the camera. She's got out of the bath, so. All right, go. She was getting herself dressed. She's like, Mom, I need my stool. Like, it's in the corner. All right, let me share this real quick. Oh, my gosh. Sidetracked already. Y'all. Okay. I am super excited about today's journaling session. Not going to lie. So make sure y'all have a pen and paper because you're going to need it. This is going to be pretty awesome. Hey, Julie. Guys, drop me a 1 in the comment as you're hopping on. Doesn't matter if you're watching the live or the replay. If you have ever had a dream so big that it scares the crap out of you, like you see no way in heck how it ever is going to happen, but God put that dream in your head for a reason. So today we're going to talk a little bit about that, but drop me a 1 if you've ever had something so big that you're like scared to death to even tell people about it. Good morning, Savannah. Y'all, I've been up since 3 o'clock. I am like so wired, so much energy. I took a B12 stick around 5:30, and I'm not even kidding you guys. I feel like the dang Energizer Bunny right now, which I love. Like, not complaining. I love that about the little crack sticks that we call them, even though they're not actual crack. But clearly they're not crack, right? Like, okay, anyways, I'm going to shut up. I'm almost done with this. I'm that excited about today's live. It's not even funny how excited I am about this. Okay, let's go. Hi, Tina. Okay, so first thing, per normal, we're going to start with 3 journaling prompts and then a short little devotional that ties it all in together. Today is all about dreaming. Like, I can't even tell you how many times I have had a dream and I've told people and they just kind of laughed at me. Or even maybe they didn't laugh at me to my face, but it was kind of one of those like, oh, you do that. Like, good for you. You could tell there was no actual support. I'm not going to lie. The first time I told somebody that I was going to be a paid stay-at-home mom, yeah, I got that reaction and I was like, whoa, like, I don't, like, why are we friends? Like, why are we doing this? That's why I drink coffee, because crack is bad for you. Girl, this is healthy crack. It's okay. Okay, so what I want you to do first is I want you to write down 5 dreams that are so big that you get scared to tell people, or you only have a few people that you would tell these dreams to because they are so big. Guys, I'm going to tell you mine because I've come to the point where I don't care if people laugh at my dreams. I've had so many dreams that I've made come true already. Again, being a paid stay-at-home mom was one of those, and everyone told me I was crazy and it was never going to happen. Guess what? I now get paid to play on Facebook, so don't tell me that it's crazy. Like, I did corporate America, I did the daycare thing, I did not like it, and I fixed it. Now, obviously, none of that would have been possible without God. Don't think I am taking him out of the picture, but he does not do anything for you without you putting the work in. So, anyways, 5 things that are so big that you get scared to tell people about. Now, when you're done with those 5 things, drop me a 2 just so I know to move on. And if you want to share them, even if you just want to share 1 or 2 of them, you don't have to share all. If you have 1 or 2 you want to share, drop it in the comments. All of us on here, we will root for you. I will root for you. Nothing that you tell me is going to be so big that I'm like, oh, you do that. Like, that's not the kind of person I am. I don't care if your dream sounds ridiculous to me. If it's your dream and you want to work, like if you put the work in, you can absolutely do it. So my first one is speaking at homeschool conferences nationwide. That is something, like, I'm so passionate about the homeschool community that is just something that absolutely want to do. Second one is speaking at network marketing conferences. And this is one Love to know how you get paid to stay at home. Girl, if you want to be a paid stay at home mom, message me and I will get you all the information. It's simple. I'm not going to tell you it's easy. Like, you got to work for it, but it is very simple. So network marketing in general gets a bad rep, and I am part of the movement, and this company is part of the movement that we're part of, but specifically our team and the coach that we work with, part of the movement of making network marketing not one of those things you hear and you're like, oh, I don't want to do that. Because that is what it turned into for so long. I can't tell you how many people I have hidden because I open my timeline, and these are people I know, people I go to church with, people that their kids have play dates. I open my timeline and I see pictures of shampoo, pictures of body wraps, pictures of essential oils, pictures of $5 jewelry, like everything. And it literally, like, I'm in the profession and it turns me off. So I know it turns normal people off, right? I'm going to read these in a second because I don't want to get distracted. But yes, drop them in the comments. I want to hear them. So anyways, we are part of the movement that we are taking old school marketing. It's on backwards, babe. Hold on, life break.
I want one with the jewel.
Well, then you gotta wait. She had her dress on backwards. We're part of the movement that we're making network marketing not scammy and not salesy and not just yucky. So, and that's why if you go look at my page, like, I don't look like I'm in network marketing because we do new school marketing, which is a total different animal. Anyways, all that to say, I just love teaching on that subject and like teaching other network marketers how to do it the right way without turning everybody off, without using their friends and family. So anyways, cook for a famous person. Okay, that's pretty awesome. Open up a club for women to see men they already, wait, what? Okay, hold on. I can't see all of this and my mind is going to places probably not what you wrote. Open up a club for women to go see men since they already, I don't know, like, are you talking about a strip club? I don't know what you're talking about. I think that might not be what you're talking about. Anyways, feel free to elaborate because my brain is going towards something totally different than what you're thinking, I think. I don't know, but hey, girl, if you trying to open up a Chippendales, you have fun with that. Like, not my passion, but girl, if you want to do it, like, go work your butt off and do it. Like, I don't care. I don't think that's what you're saying, but I don't really know what you're saying. So anyways, that completely caught me off guard because now my mind is like racing to my 19-year-old self making lots of great choices in life. But anyways, so another one of mine is to get to where I'm making consistently $50,000 a month. Now you might think that's outlandish, but no, like this.
Oh, yeah.
Button in the back. So it might sound outlandish, but guess what? The more money I make, the more I can give to other people and the more I can help other people. I have such a passion for reaching people beyond my family, which again, I'm a paid stay-at-home mom. I love my family. I didn't choose this, like, I had a really good career. I didn't switch to this because I didn't want to work anymore. I switched to this because I wanted to put my daughter first and my husband first, but that doesn't mean I don't want to reach and influence other people outside of that. So just, I'm not, Okay, that is what you're talking about. Awesome, girl, go do it. Janice, hey, girl, you know me. That's just part of my vocabulary. Anyways, so $50,000 a month. That's something that a lot of people hear that and they're like, yeah, that's never going to happen. I have 5 close friends that are already doing that, doing the same thing that I do. So just tells me I got to work harder because if they can do it, I can do it. The fourth thing is I'm going to write a devotional for basically moms who want more. It's going to be a journaling devotional. So something like what we're doing here, except in a book form. And when I say moms that want more, if you're a stay-at-home mom and your passion is to be a stay-at-home mom, like, I am not talking down to you. We all have our passions. But if you're a stay-at-home mom and your passion is to influence people outside of your family, you know how hard that is to balance your family and your work life. You know how hard it is to tell people that dream and they look at you like, oh, okay, like, and they kind of look at you like, oh, well, you're not a good mom because your passion, like, your whole life doesn't revolve around your kid. I went to Florida this month with some friends. I needed a mom break, guys. We need mom breaks. We went to a leadership conference. We got our cups filled. It was amazing. I had 3 people from 3 different homeschool groups message me about how basically I was not a good mom and should put my kid back in school because I left her with a babysitter for a week and the babysitter did schooling with her. Okay? I didn't even respond to those people. I literally hit block. Bye, Felicia. Like, I ain't got no time for that negativity in my life, okay? So there are going to be people that do not align with your passion, and that is okay. Be civil to each other. You do not need to have those people in your circle. Yeah, I actually told Savannah about the devotional book because that's something that is kind of new in my mind. It's something I toyed around with, but just some things happened in the last month that really put my heart on fire to do that. And it's just a big thing. Like, it's something that would people actually take advice from me? And then I had to look and like, people take advice from me daily. People come to me advice for spiritual guidance daily when it comes to how do I teach my kid how to have a relationship with God? How do I have a consistent relationship with God when my life is freaking crazy right now because there's so many things going on as a mom? So if I have people coming to me like that online, then of course they would buy a book. Now, again, not happening tomorrow, but it is something that I have decided to put in the works, and I'm excited about it, guys. And then the fifth thing is building, basically, if you've heard of one of these, drop me some hearts in the comments because they're not everywhere. But it's a kind of like a boys and girls club, but not really. It's like a group home where troubled girls go and live, but it's a ranch, and they do a lot of therapy with horses. So they have one in Utah. Like, there's only a couple in the country. I want to build one of these, but that they can go to for free. Again, that's where that $50,000 a month comes in. Like, I'm not going to hoard the money. And that's not to say I don't spoil my kid. Y'all know, you follow me on Facebook. I spoil the crap out of my kid. I spoil the crap out of my husband. But we give a lot back. Like, first off, we're not making $50,000 a month yet, so nobody can rob me. We have like a very normal lifestyle, not extravagant, still paying off debt, that kind of stuff. But we just have dreams so much bigger than ourselves. And that's one of them. Like, I absolutely want to make it to where they can go for free. They're the two that are, the real popular one is in Utah. And it's pretty expensive. Like, I wanted to go and just volunteer there, and it just didn't work out. It was before I had a kid. Yes, having kids while running a ranch. That's helping kids while running a ranch. So anyways, those are my 5, and they are huge. I'm assuming everyone is done writing your 5. Drop me a 2 if you're done writing your 5, please, in the comments, and I'll move to the next thing. So as of now, you should have 5 dreams written down that are so big that you are scared to tell people. Then the second thing I want you to do is I want you to write down one thing for each of those 5 things that you can do today to get closer to that goal. So, for example, if I want to speak in homeschool conferences, what I can do today is start putting out content that is adding value in the homeschool community. I currently have a homeschool group and a homeschool YouTube page. They're both babies. I think there might be 100 people. Like, they're babies. These are beginning projects. But I'm constantly looking for ways of how can I give back and add value to that homeschool space. And then I do a lot of on my Instagram and my stories and that kind of stuff too. But that's something I can do today that gets me a little closer to that big goal. The second thing is I want to, again, speak to network marketing conferences.
Can you put on? I'll be so close to warm.
I will when I'm done, okay? Do you want to say hi?
Yeah. Hi.
Hi. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. I'll zip it in just a minute when I'm done, okay?
Sure, I do want to go outside today.
Okay, you can go outside later. Go play.
Like,
thank you. Anyways, so I want to speak at homeschool or speak at network marketing conferences. What can I do today to get closer to that goal? Well, I can add value to the network marketing community, which is something that I do on a daily basis. Right now, it's confined to my company. I teach a lot of people in my company that are not in my downline how to successfully do this. One day, I will find a way to, I know the way. I'll decide to go ahead and monetize that and branch outside of my company. Today's not that day. Today, I'm really focusing on my company. And there's a reason that we lead from the front, guys. Like, we say it, but it honestly is true. Like, we are the fastest running company in the industry right now. And we are the leading company when it comes to how much they pay us, which I like because so many companies out there, like, they just don't pay very well. Their reps do a lot of work for a little money. What is this? Well, you might have to watch the replay. Anyways, so you're supposed to be writing down your 5 big dreams and then one thing that you can do to get closer to each of those dreams today. So $50,000 a month is my next one on my list. So my thing that I can do to get closer are the daily action steps. We have them set for you guys, so it's not something that I'm going to like go into on this. But basically, something you guys have an advantage if you're in on my team are those systems. Like we have those systems where you can come in as a brand new person with no warm market, and within a month you can be making really good income if you put your mind and actually do the work. Like the systems are there, you just got to follow them. Like it's so basic, step by step. It's just silly how basic it is. It's amazing, but that is something that I do the same steps y'all are doing. I just magnify them. So I'm doing them over and over and over again. Writing a devotional. That is something that, again, how do I start today? I write devotionals that I can put together. I put them on my Facebook page. I put them on my Instagram, places that you guys can go give me feedback and you guys can read them. I'm going live and I'm doing this one right now. Like that's exactly what this book is going to be full of. Here's a day, 3 journaling prompts, and then a devotional that ties it all together. I'm so excited about this. And then the last one is opening up the ranch. My first step in that is there's a Boys and Girls Club about 5 minutes from my house. In about 3 months, I'm going to go start teaching there and volunteering and tutoring and speaking. Starting talks on like abstinence, because that is, again, something, just sexual awareness is something that I am like such a big advocate for when it comes to teen girls and how much their parents don't talk to them. Because hello, your kid has questions and they're going to be finding out from their other friends at school that don't know what the heck is going on either. You probably should be the one to tell them. At the very least, send them to a place like this who has people who will educate them in a very appropriate way, but on the push them toward abstinence versus here's a condom, don't get pregnant. Okay, look, y'all, I'm just getting so real with y'all right here. Like, I can't even tell y'all. Anyways, so my husband and I, basically, we had a huge life change this week happen the week and a half ago. And we decided for the next 90 days, we are not going to serve, I guess. We're going to be so selfish with our time and our money and just basically figure out what do we want to do with our lives that on a bigger scale. Because we were serving in a very small scale. We had outgrown the circle that we were serving in. Not in a bad way. Like sometimes you just outgrow where you're at. And God just kind of shut that door and was like, it's time. Like we'd been talking about moving on for about a year and it just became time. So now our circle is much bigger, but it kind of happened by force, which is hard to even explain, but we're focusing on ourselves just to make sure that we are aligned with what God wants us to do. And it's funny because yesterday we're sitting in church and they announced this new discipleship program. And basically you go through the training and then you can disciple other people. I was like, oh, I want to do that. My husband goes, Tanya, did we not just decide 90 days? We're not going to get involved in anything. I was like, babe, but I want to do that. Because I'm such a teacher by nature, right? Like I'm a teacher by trade. That's something I wanted to do. And I had to look at myself and try to, oh, my phone is up there. I'm like, where's my phone? So I can read this devotional. So I'm going to pull it up. But anyways, so legitimately, I was like, I want to do this. And he looked at me. He's like, Tanya, like you promised yourself and you're not doing it. Okay, so I'm going to pull this devotional up. The last thing I want you to do, so you should have 5 big dreams, 5 little goals that you can do today to get to them. And then I want you to write down the 5 people that you come in contact with the most on a weekly basis. This could be in person, whoever is influencing you outside of your home. So don't write your husband down, don't write your kids down. These are going to be 5 people outside of your home. Before anyone says, I don't even talk to 5 people, there's a red flag. Okay, so if that's really the truth, that's fine. You can write that down, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. But write down 5 people who you talk to on a regular basis, weekly, if not daily. Now, these could be people that maybe you don't actually talk to. They could be people that you are letting talk to you by podcasts or books, or if you're reading a specific person on a daily or weekly basis. And let me look up this thing real quick. When you have your 5 people written down, drop me a 3 in the comments just so I can see that you're done. Yay, I found it. Okay. I was a little nervous that I wasn't able to find it. I'm not going to lie. Okay, so that should be pretty simple. My Wi-Fi starts. 5 people that you let influence you on a daily or weekly basis. Then what I want you to do is next to each one of those people, I want you to write either a 1, a 2, or a 3. If they are somebody that you would tell one of your big dreams to, and they would encourage you, and they would tell you how amazing it is, and they would acknowledge, hey, you're going to have to work for this, but go out there, like, genuinely believe in you, write a 1 next to that person. If there's someone you would tell your dream to, and they wouldn't laugh at you, they wouldn't be negative, but they also wouldn't be super positive, it would be kind of like, oh, good for you. Write a 2. If there's somebody that you would tell your dream to, and they would kind of laugh and tell you how that's not possible, write a 3. And then what I want you to do, if you have 2s or 3s next to anybody, cross their name off of your list. They are not people that you should be taking advice from and putting yourself around daily and weekly. That is hard to hear. I get it. Again, my husband and I cleaned out our circles so much in the last 6 months that it's crazy. But you'll thank me for this later. And it's also not my advice. Like, you are the sum of the 5 people that you hang around the most. If you're hanging around people who don't push you to be better, you're never going to get better. So then what I want you to do is I want you to think of 5 people, and you don't have to do this right now. This will be like a homework assignment that I'm not going to check back in on. So, you know, what do you call it when you, on your honor? No. Honor system? Yeah, that is what you call it. So something that you have to decide if you're really going to put the work in for this. I'll tell you, and these aren't people that are perfect, guys. These are people that in one area of their life, you, in your dream world, would be like them. I can tell you the first person I have written down, they are so good with their money, and they don't make a lot of money. They probably live off $50,000 or $60,000 a year combined. Like, by no means are they rich, but they are very frugal and very good stewards of their money. Second person I've written down, this person is, I probably wouldn't take mom advice from her. I wouldn't take marriage advice from her. There's a lot of it. I wouldn't take financial advice from her. What I would take is spiritual advice. She is the best walk with God of anybody that I know. And she is so quick to stand up for people, especially when they're not there. Now, she doesn't, she's not one of those people that just makes you feel good because she wants to make you feel good. Like, she will definitely tell you the truth, and sometimes it hurts, but she is very conscientious of how she says it. But she is not critical of people, which I absolutely struggle with. Like, I just want to punch people in the face sometimes. Y'all, that is not my strength. Clench my teeth when you said cross them out. Yeah, girl, because trust me, when I first heard this about 18 months ago, there were people on my list that I wasn't serving, and they weren't serving me either, which I'm going to get to that in a sec. The next person on my list, she is someone in the network marketing space. Actually, the next 2 people. But the first one's a mom. She's very good at balancing. So she's someone that I go to when I start to feel overwhelmed, and she's someone that I get advice from. The fourth one is my network marketing coach, and he's someone who, if you know Eric Worre, he's huge into like the network marketing space in person. This guy is like Eric Worre for social media. So if you're wanting to do social media, he's who you learn from. And then I have a space open because I've yet to find this person. Somebody that actually, no, I shouldn't lie. I have someone written down for this. Anyways, just forget all that. She's written down. I need to get to know her better. Of someone who pushes me to be a better mom. Because that is something in our world that we live in, the whole I'm enough crap that goes around, is a lot of moms use that as an excuse for why they don't do better. Guys, if you're really, and again, this is your goals. Like, if you're not a mom, you're not going to have moms written down specifically because they're moms. But if I am striving to not only be the best mom that I can be, but influence a crap ton of other people, that starts at home. If I'm not rolling out of bed till 10 o'clock and shoving a Pop-Tart into my kid's face, probably not going to have that greatest sphere of influence outside of my family, or I'm going to be doing it at the expense of my family. Does that make sense? So I want a mom that pushes me to be better in every area of mom life, so I can be better at every other area of any other hats that I'm wearing. Because mom life is number 1. Actually, just kidding. Marriage is number 1. Mom life is number 2 in my family. all that to say, we're going to wrap it up because we've been on for a little bit. If you're constantly around people that just make you feel good and everything you're doing is fine, then you should re-examine your circle. I'm talking about somebody knows that you're trying to just get your crap together, and we'll just say lead yourself. They're constantly rolling out of bed at 10 o'clock in the morning, and you justify it because, oh, well, I got up at 8. So even though I said I was getting up at 5, like, I'm still doing good compared to so-and-so. When you're in a room full of people and you feel warm and fuzzy all the time because you basically are a dang superwoman compared to the 5 friends around you, you need to get out of that circle. Again, I had this talk with my husband because I felt like that for a while. I felt like I was in a circle that I was out working 99% of the people there, not the women, the people. And I told my husband, I don't like feeling like I'm the hardest worker in the room. And I know I'm a super hard worker because that is something that's been instilled to me at a very young age and then re-instilled to me through this business. But when you get around people who aren't doing as much as you get very complacent. You get very much like, oh, I'm doing awesome because, you know. And then when I started getting around people who I was getting up at 7 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning and doing great, they're getting up at 3:30 and 4, not because they're, doing bad with their bodies. They're just making sure they're actually in bed on time. They're getting proper nutrition. They're getting proper exercise. And they are using every freaking minute of their day to further their goals and further the kingdom of God. And I looked at that and I was like, I suck at life. And that's a good feeling when you're getting it for the right reason. So I'm not going to go too much into that. But anyways, get a circle that pushes you to be better. So today's little devotional, it says, hold on to your hope. Have you noticed that sometimes when you express confident hope concerning anything coming in your life, that there will be those around you who'll try to convince you it never will happen? This is an attempt to steal your joy. You have to ignore what is being said and continue to hold on to your hope. If you hold on, you'll see the victory. However, it will not be easy because you'll have to hold on in spite of what your friends or relatives may be doing or saying. Guys, how many times do you guys jump into this advertising gig with me and the first thing you say is, oh, well, my Aunt so-and-so's dog's cousin's little sister, she bought something and didn't like it. Okay, suck it up, Buttercup. We aren't the number one company in the dang nation for a reason. Come on. Everyone's going to have bad experiences. Everyone has good experiences. You choose which experience you listen to. It seems that people would rather see failure than victory simply so they can say, I told you so. Hope is confident. Clearly, I can't read this morning. Oh, just kidding. Hope is confidently expecting a good result based on a solid foundation. Are you hoping for something? And that's where we got the 3 journal prompts. So don't lose sight of your dreams. Don't let other people decide how successful you're going to be. Like, again, I listened to a sermon this morning. I am so ingrained in self-development. It's crazy. I listened to a lot of Stephen Furtick, and the sermon I listened to this morning, he said, again, let me just read this because my brain is not smart. I have good short-term memory, but my short-term memory lasts for like 5 minutes. And then we really will be done because it has been a hot minute on here. Y'all, I get so fired up about this stuff. Okay, so he said, oh, no. Come on. He said, whose voice you value determines your level of success. In other words, the people you're taking advice from determine how far you get in life and how much good you do for God and for your community and for your family. So then I elaborated onto that and I said, if you want to be more spiritual, get around people who are more spiritual than you. If you want to be a better mom, get around people who are better moms than you. If you want to be in better health, get around people who are making better health decisions. So whatever your goals are, surround yourself with people who are killing it in that field and get going. Guys, have an awesome rest of your Monday. I am so fired up. Like, I have so many things on my list to do. My kid is dressed, so apparently she's going to play outside because she likes to play outside. So I will talk to you guys later.